Okay, so today we're doing Kettlebell Karen. So if you guys remember Karen, it's an old school CrossFit workout. It's just 150 wall ball shots for time. Kettlebell Karen uses the kettlebell wall ball substitution, which I will go over today. I don't consider it to be difficult, but I've had a lot of people kind of struggle with it at first. And if you're not in a place where you can drop a kettlebell and not worry about it, then I wouldn't have you try it. So if you're inside and you've never done it before, I'm not going to have you do it. I'm going to tempt fate and do it inside because I've done it a lot of times, and I'm pretty confident. But before we get to that, let's warm up. So you're going to take your stick, and we're going to get in that nice wide grip. And you're going to do my favorite shoulder warm up. Well, one of my favorites. You're going to hold this up like a scarecrow, rotate it up, shrug your shoulders up, and then reverse back down, and do that repeatedly, just to get a good range of motion in your shoulders. All those beautiful birds. Okay, keep your elbows locked out and bring it around a few times. Okay, give me a squat. And you don't really need the stick anymore, but I'm just going to use the stick and I'm just going to push with it. You don't have to do it. You can also kind of knead that teardrop muscle. I'm going to be doing 150 squats today in the workout. So we want to get a little bit of a stretch in those ankles. Make sure you lean to both sides, spend a little bit of time. You can kind of wiggle around the knee a little bit, get a little bit of range of motion in that ankle. And stand up, get a wide grip with your broomstick again. Put it above your head and just give me a few overhead squats. No rush. Go ahead and take your broomstick, put it off to the side. Now, you're going to get on your back. You're going to do a few butterfly sit-ups. I like butterfly sit-ups because it's a decent warm-up, but it's also a nice kind of stretch for your hips. So what I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to swing my arms up, and I'm going to grab my toes and just kind of pull forward and get a nice little stretch in your hips. Go ahead and give me a few of those at your own pace. Good night. Fix this. Video, there we go. Okay, you're gonna stand up. Still working on the hips a little bit. You're gonna have your left hand grab your right ankle. And then your right knee, you're just gonna try and point that down to the floor as best you can. Then the other hand's gonna grab that ankle behind, and you're just gonna pull a little bit, and as you pull with that, sure, this side. As I pull with my hand, my foot's gonna push against my hand. That's gonna give me a much better range of motion there. And then do the same thing on the other side. So right hand grabs left ankle, point that left knee down. Ooh. And switch hands, pull and push. And then if you need to hold on to something, go ahead and hold on to something, but you're going to start out with forward leg swings, forward and back. The other foot. Whoop. I have to fall down. And then you're going to do sideways leg swings. It's the same idea. If you've got to hold on to something like a chair, go for it. Or you can treat it as an opportunity to practice some balance. Both legs. And give me another squat. This time, elbows on the inside of your knees, push them together. Nice good stretch on those hips. While we're down here, go to all fours in the quadruped position. Stretch out those shoulders. You're going to pull the shoulder blades together. And then you're going to push your shoulder blades toward your armpits. Back and forth. You're going to feel your chest rise and fall. And while we're here, you're going to take both legs, put them out straight. Take your right foot, put it next to your right hand, and then your right hand's going to reach up. And then that hand's going to come down and through behind your opposite armpit. Go back and forth. Switch sides. So I'm putting my hand down, switching feet. Then the other hand is going to move up and through. Awesome. All right, so the workout again is 150 wall balls for time. It's one of my favorite workouts. It's called Karen, by the way. It's one of my favorite workouts because years ago, when I first started doing stuff like this was one of the first workouts that I ever did. Karen, 150 wall balls. And of course, me being new at this and silly, I wanted to do it RX. RX is a 20-pound wall ball. And for whatever reason, that day, there was a 12-minute time cap to the workout. And I remember it because I didn't finish within 12 minutes. I got to I don't remember, probably 120 or something like that. And I didn't finish. Now, the reason this is one of my favorite workouts is because 2 or 3 months later, we did it again. And I finished in I don't know, 9 minutes or 8 minutes or something like that. And that was one of the first, clear data points that I had that, hey, this is working. I'm getting more fit. My work capacity is going up. And not only that, that's mostly a bunch of squats, and you know that I like squats. So here's what we're gonna do. First things first. If you want, today would be a good day to put on lifters. So while I'm talking, I'm gonna put these on. So 150 wall ball shots. Most people don't have a medicine ball or a wall that would be strong enough or high enough to do this at home. So the kettlebell wall ball sub is a good substitution for a few reasons. So the kettlebell wall ball sub is basically going to alternate between a kettlebell swing and a goblet squat. And it's very similar to a wall ball, because if you imagine doing a wall ball where you toss the ball against the wall, there's air time with that that gives you a small moment to rest. It's not rapid fire squats because there's a little bit of travel time. And basically the swing gives you that moment rest, at least for your quads. So what I mean is, so here's my kettlebell, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a kettlebell swing, and I'm gonna actually flip it. And I flipped it, so now I'm holding it by the ball part. And then I'm going to toss it out in front of me, and it's gonna flip the other way, and I'm gonna catch it by the handle, like that, okay? So I'm gonna have you start with that if you are outside and you are okay dropping the kettlebell. If you're not okay dropping the kettlebell, just chill out for a minute. I will help you in just a moment. So let me grab a small one. So let me get close to you. So basically, I'm gonna take this kettlebell. When it swings up to like here-ish, I'm gonna let go, and it's gonna flip this way. And when I let go, my hands are gonna make this kind of motion, and I'm going to catch it right there next to my chest. And then when I toss it back, I'm going to toss it this way. That's going to flip this direction, and I'm just going to move my fingers down like this, and it's going to go right into my fingertips into the swing. So with that in mind, watch me do it again. I'll do it with you. So I'm going to go into the swing, flip it, catch it. And then from here, toss it, grab it, flip it, catch it, toss it, grab it, flip it, catch it, toss it, grab it. How are we doing? Beautiful. Fantastic, Kathy. So that's just the flippy part. Remember, this is a substitution for the wall ball shot, which involves a squat. So when we catch it here, we're going to squat, stand up, and as we stand up, we toss it just like we tossed it. So it's going to look like this. So the whole wall ball sub looks like this. I'm going to go into the swing, catch it, and then I squat. And as I come up, I'm going to toss it. Swing, squat. Swing, squat. Swing, squat. So yes, the kettlebell is going airborne, but not a lot. It's staying very close. It's a very small flip rather. I'm not tossing it really high or like an actual wall ball. Is that gonna work, Kathy? Yeah? Got it? Awesome. Paul. So you're inside, Paul, right?
I am inside.
You are inside. So I would not suggest learning this when you're inside and the heavy kettlebell is going to smash on your floor. Okay. So I'm not going to have you do that. So I'm going to give you a few options, okay? Option number one is going to be to do a kind of the same thing, but instead of a flip, we're going to do kind of what's called a two-handed kettlebell clean. So normally a two-handed kettlebell clean is from the floor. I'm going to have you do it from the swing. If you're watching me, I'll try and show you like from an angle here. normally from the floor, a two-handed kettlebell clean, you're going to grab the handle normally like this, right? And then when I bring it up, I'm just going to shift my grip and grab it by the horns. Okay, it's going to look like this. So the kettlebell is never leaving my grip. Okay? And then grabbing it by the horns, you can just do a squat. Okay? Now I'm going to alternate and just have you do a swing from here. So you're going to bring this down, swing, grab it by the horns, squat. Swing, grab it by the horns, squat. Is that going to work?
I think so.
It sounds sweet. Awesome. So the workout then is just doing that repeatedly until you get to 150. Water. Let's talk strategy. There are absolutely some people who can do Karen unbroken because there's that little bit of rest in there. That's not most people. I highly doubt any of us are going to do it completely unbroken unless you're using like no weight. So usually how I describe how I want you guys to do this is, unless you're close to finishing, don't go to failure, okay? If you go to failure, if you do as many reps as you can until you have to put it down, it's going to take you longer to recover and get started again. So I need you to feel, and I can't tell you a number, it's really up to how you feel. I want you to feel when you're getting close to failure and stop a few reps before that. So if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to put it down in 3 reps, stop then, take a short, controlled break, and pick it back up again. So rather than going to failure and needing a longer break, we're going to stop short of failure, take a short break. I call it managing your rest, and then get right back into it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's real good. It's really easy to take more rest than you need, especially in a workout like this, because we're not going to want to pick it back up, but we're going to have to. As far as time goes, normally, like a normal Karen, like a good time for a normal Karen is like 8 minutes something. I usually give people like 8 to 12 minutes. However, these take a little bit longer because the swing and it takes longer than just the normal wall ball. So this is going to probably take, I don't know, 10 to 14 minutes, I would guess. I think last time I did Kettlebell Karen, it's been a little while. I think it took me like 11 or 12 minutes. Anyway, we'll find out. Are we ready?
Sure.
All right. Checking the time. It is about 5:51. Awesome. In that case, 150 kettlebell wall ball subs, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, that's about right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 32, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, that's Karen. Okay, keep it going. Keep going. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6. Short break. Manage the rest. Manage that rest. 63, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Almost halfway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 80. Past the halfway point. All right. Down. One. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And oh boy. Oh, we can do it. We can do it. Come on. 1. 22. 23. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 100. 2/3 down. 50 more. All right, come on. 50 more. Manage your rest. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 110. 4 more sets of 10. 7. 4 more sets of 10. 1 at a time. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 18. 120. 3 more sets of 10. Come on. 3 more sets of 10. You can do it. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 130. 2 more sets of 10. All right, done 130. 20 more. It's way better than 130. Come on. Finish it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150. About 13-ish minutes. Which is what I was expecting. Come on, Paul. Those are looking really good. You got it, Kathy. I believe in both of you. Is that it, Kathy?
Yeah.
You done?
Yes.
Fantastic. Where you at, Paul? Did we lose Paul?
Now I'm back. How do you do, mate?
All good? You done?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet? All right. How many more?
About 40.
40 more? All right.
Yeah.
Nice job.
You already passed the hard part.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Do 5, put it down. Do 5, put it down. That looks really good. Dude, that looks good. Good squats. 3. There you go. That's a good 5. Take a nice short breath, and then give me another 5. Just these little mini sets. That's how you're gonna do it. Here we go. That's it. 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. There you go. Put it down. Short break. Short break.
Yeah. I couldn't catch it by the horns
Yeah.
because it's homemade, so
Right.
it's weird.
Looks like you're doing great.
Yeah. You just have to catch the basketball part of it.
There you go. That's 130 down. Or no, that's 120 down. You got 30 more, right?
I'll take 30.
All right, take 30. Give me another set of 5. Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Take a break. Just 5 more sets of 5. Short break and get right back on it. Just 5. Give me 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 20 more. So just 4 sets of 5. Give me 5 more. You can do it. 1, 2, 3. That's a good catch. 4, 5. Excellent. Take a break. Just 3 more sets of 5. Nice short break. Manage that rest, just like we talked about. 5 more. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 140. Take a break. You have 10 more repetitions and you're all done. You do 2 sets of 5 or grit through it and do all 10. It's up to you. 10 reps and you're done. 141. 142. 143. 144. 145. Just 5 more. Short break, short break, short break. You got 5 left.
You got this.
Finish it up. Only 5. 146. 147. 148. 2 more. 2 more. 149. Last one. Last one. 150 kettlebell wall ball subs. Awesome job. Awesome job. That was great. I'm sweating quite a bit. I'm making a mess of my floor. Oh. See, that's one of my favorite workouts, right?
Oh yeah.
The kettlebell wall ball sub actually emulates the workout pretty well. Because when I do this with the wall ball, I pretty much do it the same way that I just did it. I get like 25 or 30, and then I just break it up into sets of 10 for the remainder of the of the workout. If I'm really feeling it, like I'll get a huge set in the beginning and do like, I don't know, 40 or 50, and then I'm just kind of suffer through the rest. Oh, it's a good workout. Also, Paul, your homemade kettlebell, you said it's like what, 37 pounds, 38 pounds?
I end up 33 and a half.
33 and a half. So
Yeah.
that's practically the same weight that I use. I use 35. So I've been doing this a lot longer than you, and you basically use the same weight that I did. That is awesome. Wonderful, wonderful job.
Hey,
So,
guess what? All the gyms and boxes are open down here now.
yeah, I heard about that. Are you going to go to one, or are you going to stick?
I've got to figure out, because I have like, I think 5 sessions left at the one. So I don't know how to sign in or anything because I'm on a special thing.
I agree. Let's do a little bit of Sansom stretch before we leave. So go ahead and put your knee down on something nice and soft, and go out into a long lunge with good posture, and really open up your hip. I've been doing this a lot lately, just because of quarantine. We sit more often than we would otherwise. You know, not walking around a gym for 8 hours at a time. So this is a really wonderful one, just to keep your hip flexors a little mobile. If you want to make it a little bit more epic, you can pull this leg up. Oh yeah. Or you can do the couch stretch. You can put your foot against a couch or a wall. So I know we were really only thinking about the squat for that workout, but it's also 150 kettlebell swings. If you think of it as like that as well. So you did 300 reps total technically. 150 goblet squats, 150 kettlebell swings. Oh. All right, go ahead and ease yourself out of that and switch to the other leg. What's for dinner tonight? Anyone know?
Raviolis.
Ravioli?
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
We're having pasta salad.
Pasta salad, that sounds good too. We're having chicken wraps.
Yes.
Ooh.
Balsamic.
Balsamic chicken wraps. It's gonna be tasty.
I would like my yoga mat.
All right. Ah, and that is all I got for you guys. Ah, thank you guys as always for joining me. It's always more fun to work out with other people, even if it's virtually. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Come back tomorrow for another good workout. I forget what it is, but
It's going to be fun.
it's going to be fun. Yeah, whatever it is, it'll be fun.
Okay,
Have a good one, you guys.
tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Bye.